Hello guys, remember Wave, and today we're going to be taking a look at ETH as a figure. It's been a while since I last updated it. So you're going to see probably two main counts. One is the one you're looking at right now, so 1 2 1 2. Some of you already think it's extremely bullish, possible. And another one, which I haven't really charted, but I wanted to show you, is this: 1 2 3 4 and 5. Now, why haven't I charted it? So if we want a clean 5-wave move, an impulse, a motive 5-wave move, then we cannot cross wave 4 and 1, right? So to do that, we need to now pull back down and kind of have a triangle in place right here in wave 4. So that's why I haven't labeled it. So we need to move back lower. So at that point we have A, B, C, D, and E of a triangle in wave 4, not to invalidate, so not to cross with wave 1 and then upside. However, oh god, I need to remove it like this. However, we could also be in a leading diagonal. So we could also be in 1 2 3 4 completed, up in 5 in a leading diagonal, which is actually absolutely possible and valid, and even to some degree likely. So what that means is we have offside to go. This could be moved 1 degree higher, so a minor degree instead of minute, and we clearly cannot, you know what, I'll just label it, and then I'll do the considerations, and then we'll take a look at this count, which is extremely bullish but possible. Don't want to say my preferred one because I'm gonna slaughter. Why isn't it? Okay, so 1 2, up in 3, down in 4, up in 5. Okay, let's label it primary, leading diagonal. Now the subdivision for a diagonal, for a leading diagonal, it can be 5 3 5 3 5. So wave 1 can be a 5-wave move. Wave 2 always needs to be a 2-wave move. What have I said? A 3-wave move. Wave 3 is 5. Wave 4 is 3 as usual, or a triangle, blah, blah, corrective. And wave 5 is a 5-wave move. For an anti-diagonal, a subdivision always is a 3 3 3 3 3. 5 times 3. 3 and 1, 3 and 2, 3 and 3, 3 and 4, 3 and 5. Oh, that's clear. So this is possible. And if it is a diagonal, in this case, you can clearly see a contracting one, meaning that each wave is shorter than the one before. 5 shorter than 3, 3 shorter than 1, 4 shorter than 2. That way, then wave 5 needs to be shorter than 3. So ratio 5 and 3. Equality stands at 80,000. So that is the invalidation point, 80,000. Many times you get to 0.618, so 16,000, which is kind of as you can see, easily doable, realistic if you think about it, kind of more realistic than you could say. I mean, many people would say this is much more possible and doable than this count, right? Because this forecasts crazy upside. Okay, now what are the downside and so the pros and cons of each count? With this one, actually, it's very nicely posed. We have a nice proportion between 4 and 2, meaning that, as you guys know, I always say it, but it's not me saying it, it's Elliott. Correction of the same degree will tend towards equality. So as you can see, obviously wave 4 has to be shorter, and it's basically half of it, half of wave 2, half of the length of wave 2. But if you look at it proportion-wise, they are clearly the two largest corrections, and they look similar. In both the time, they took, let's say, a proportionate amount of time to each other. That's what I'm trying to say. And also magnitude. Now, that is very important because when I do the labeling, the charting, and obviously I start from scratch, that's the number one thing I look for. I look for corrections of the same, that look similar in length, in size. Because I know that means potentially, most likely, highly possible that they are of the same degree. So that is very nice. And also kind of, it is bullish, but it is conservative. And I like to be on the conservative side. So it's always nice to be on the conservative side. Now, the alternative count, much more bullish, because you get to 1 million with this count. You may say it's highly unlikely. I will say yes, it could be unlikely. But also many times there's kind of like this thing that the more unlikely it seems, the actually more possible it is, which is counterintuitive. But if you think about the Nasdaq, so I did get I get the usual comments from the same people on the Nasdaq, and I was forecasting, July 17th, I was forecasting upside, much more upside, and I got laughed at. But again, I kind of ignored the comments, but I'm just telling you, there's always people thinking you're wrong, thinking that, with an Nasdaq, like we went up a certain amount of percent from the April lows, and I was forecasting further upside, which sounded ridiculous, but it happened. So never underestimate the market. That's what I'm trying to say. Not myself, not my abilities, but the market, because I make mistakes. The market doesn't. But yeah, I haven't labeled as usual in details because it's just noise. I can see the waves. Like I can clearly see 3 down, 3 up. I can somehow count 5 down here in wave C. And then if you wanted to, you can count 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3. Okay. So yeah, upside. You can also do this 3v1. Equality stands at 4,200. Okay, so we can see this. Let's go on the 4 hour. So let's get 1, 2, 3. So you could say 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Could probably say this. Sorry, it could be a triangle here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would say equality, so around 4,200 can be reached. And then at that point, as usual, gotta take in one wave at the time. But yeah, upside, the way I see it. Any questions? Let me know. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a great Tuesday.